my lovely humans. We are hip deep, chest deep in the first week of November already. Tomorrow is the first week completed of November. It's not going to slow down. I feel like not only is time going to go by very quickly, but I don't think this is going to be a peaceful holiday season, just based on things in the world. So my goal with my videos are to be a little bit of escapism. And so moving on past that, this is my empties video of the products. There's a lot of Halloween stuff that I used in the month of October. Also, I have a little blocking thing at the top of my window, so that's where like the rainbow effect is coming from, if you're wondering where that aura-like colors are going. That's what's happening there. But I have a lot of stuff. Let's get through this. Okay, so I'm just gonna start digging into stuff. It got really cold really quickly where I was. Like, it was in the 60s and high 70s for a while, and then it just went into the 30s. So I went through, this is a L'Occitane hand lotion in Happy Cherry, but I went through all of that. I also went through Burt's Bees foot cream. This is the coconut foot cream. Get into this bad boy. That is my prescription. I don't think I need to put that on camera. Didn't realize you threw that in there. This is a 15-minute eye mask from Neistier. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. Got a whole bunch of, this is a Colorista red hair coloring. I used this to be the vampire, if you remember that. The orange hair coloring, I used this. It did not work out very well. I ended up covering my hair in orange eyeshadow with hair gel. But I did use all of this up when I was Minecraft Alex. That was my third costume. Then one of the costumes, when I was the lava monster, I used a bald cap. It got completely ruined after I used it. This is just a box. I went through some contact lenses. Which side is this? This is negative 8.50. That is my prescription. Yes, I just have really bad astigmatism in my left eye. Speaking of eyes, I used up a Holy Hydration, e.l.f. Holy Hydration. Oh my gosh, I freaked out. I thought there was a bug on me. It was just where ink spilled on me. That is just an empty box. Why do I have a bunch of useless boxes of things? Gum, apparently. I went through another Colgate Optic White. I don't know what that is. I used up, I scraped the sides as much as I could of this giant Tarte Shape Tape. I just could not get, it's pretty empty in there. I don't know how well you can see in there, but I used it up, and also whatever little teeny bit might be left was causing me to break out. Because one day I didn't put anything, not even skincare on my skin. I just used that in a couple spots, and it broke me out. So I was like, okay, that needs to go. I used up this Mayron Spirit Gum. And this is Mayron Rigid Collodion. I also used up the rest of this. Again, lots of costume stuff in here. This is a 15-minute foot mask. This is a 15-minute face mask from that same Naisture company. Continuing on with the hair care, I went through two of this pink from when I did my Halloween mouth monster to make my hair look like an exposed brain. I was wearing so many contact lenses this year. And this is my Clear Care Plus Hydra Glide. This stuff has hydrogen peroxide in it. You cannot put it directly in your eye or it will burn, sting. Your eye will swell, and it burns for a very long time. Personal experience, but it does clean your contacts really well. It needs 6 to 8 hours to sit in a specific kind of thing. What is this? Hold on. That had a bunch of wires and stuff in it. I'm like, okay. I used up these Dr. Teal's Pink Himalayan Mineral Soak in Restore and Replenish. I just like bath salts. Again, I was using so many contact lenses. This is saline solution, so if you needed to clean, this is for sensitive eyes. You can use this directly onto contacts. And there are some contact lens cases. Hold on, I'll show you. So these kind of contact lens cases, these cutesy ones, as opposed to the tall ones that come in the clear solution, the one with the red cap, it does not, even though these look similar, even though these ones are a little shorter, it does not breathe enough or something. It will stay hydrogen peroxide in these ones and it will still sting. So I needed the saline solution for these ones. Speaking of, I am getting rid of all of my colored contacts. I'm not sure, well, you can tell this is the yellow ones. These are the green ones. The giant black pupil ones. I wore all of these red ones. I also have, these are the dragon lizard eye. I don't think this has any in it. These are, you can't see these ones very well, but they're the whiteout contacts. These are purple. Not sure how well you can see these. I wore those when I was Raven. And then these are just regular black, like not the big pupil ones. They just color your eyes black to make your pupils look smaller. I used all of these at one point or another during Halloween, and they are now past their expiration date. Non-prescription colored contacts, especially the place where I get them from that are for costuming, they do not have a very long shelf life. And so these are all past their expiration. So I will empty those and be getting rid of all of them later. And as far as contacts go, they're not that expensive. I tend to get them in sales and bulk sales where if you buy so many, you get this much off, which is still expensive, but when you're committed to costuming like I am, I find it worth it. Other people may not, so don't do it if you don't like it. Pause. Also, I apologize if I seem to be breathing weird. I did take some Dayquil. I've been ill. And mostly sleeping and resting. I need to get this video done though. So if you see that, that's why. I used 2 of these actually. I already had, for space, I had to recycle the other one. This is the Garnier Fructis Micellar Water. I tend to get the one in the blue cap just because it's the one for sensitive skin. And for all of the makeup I need to take off, especially around my eyes, and cleaning the makeup brushes over and over, that needed to happen. More hair color stuff. I went through 2 of these L'Oreal Color Pulse mousses. It's what's actually in my hair right now. So if you're like, oh, my hair looks brighter or lighter, that's why. I ended up just wearing a wig because it didn't go quite as intense as I wanted to. Although the bottle warned me about that. I did have to buy those from Etsy. eBay. Those are no longer in L'Oreal's production. The Coloristas are the replacement product for that. Play-Doh, I used up the entire bottle of, or container of the light yellow Play-Doh. I use this to make my teeth. For any of my monster creations. I'm going to be getting rid of this sponge. It got destroyed by liquid latex. I had to cut it up, and it happened to be good. The chopped up thing worked out well for me to make monster texture on my skin. But it has served me well, and it's a good idea to replace your sponges every few years anyway, because there becomes a point where you just cannot get the microbes clean. And that one is definitely there. I used a Holy Hydration broad spectrum SPF 30 moisturizer. I did already replace that. It's nice and thick. It does what it needs to do. And it's one of the most affordable, effective moisturizers out there. This is Gothic White. This cream from Manic Panic is nice if you want to do a photo shoot really quickly. It gives you a nice pale sheen. However, it does not last very long. It does come off very easily, even with powder and setting sprays. This fades very, very quickly. I would not recommend this as a sole product for long-term wear. This is some modeling wax, Graptovium modeling wax, and I've used up quite a bit of it, but I've had it for a really long time, and I just do not find myself using it. I'm not in a professional enough environment to use this very often. I used to use this mostly for blocking my eyebrows, but I kind of just prefer the glue stick method for my purposes. I went through a bag of these Colgate Wisps, good for just cleaning your teeth, like when you're at work or on the road and don't have time to like stop at a legit sink or don't have access to that. I am also throwing away, this is one of them, but I have quite a few of other ones that I will be getting rid of just because they're all torn. There's runs through them that makes them not as good at holding all of my thick hair down under wigs, and sometimes you just gotta replace stuff. I used up this Glass Correct primer from Wet n Wild. This is amazing for all kinds of makeup. I'm also getting rid of these two Necessary Evil Mouth Effects and Blood Red and Pitch Black. They are expired, so I'm going to get rid of those. I used this when I was Hades. I used up this cream makeup, and the little extra that you might see, that's just on the side. There's no actual squeezable product in there. But these mouth effects things, one, they don't taste very good. They have moldy peppermint, and when I first bought them, they had that kind of aged peppermint taste to them, which I don't really like. This says sweet vanilla mint flavor. Okay. And another thing is, even though this says that this has FDA food grade ingredients on it, I will tell you that if you like put a whole bunch of this in your mouth and you don't spit a lot of it out, it will dye your stuff black or red, which, you know, if you're not ready for that, can be terrifying. You know, when you are removing waste from your body. And also for me, this really messed with my stomach, and I did end up with some very colorful digestive problems. So personally, I would make sure that and like I said, that happened when it was fresh and new, and now that it is expired, I am just going to buy new ones if I have costumes that require it. But that is my long 15-minute empties video. Again, there was a lot of hair products, a lot of hair and makeup stuff that I was getting rid of and using. I knew I was missing something. I used this whole pack of makeup wipes. If you watched any of I will link them below, of undoing my holiday makeup, I used these just because I happen to still have a pack, because normally I would just use one of my makeup removing towelettes, like the makeup eraser, etc. Thank you for joining me. I know that I was kind of gaspy and a little hazy and out of it. Didn't sneeze. Thank you, Dayquil. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye. It didn't stop, did it?